everyone, and welcome back to another Wuthering Waves recipe video. Today I'm recreating the steak margherita, a recipe that can be found in Renacita. There's not much to explain about this, it's a giant piece of steak. But as always, a written recipe will be in the description below, and please subscribe to keep updated with all of my cooking. Without further ado, let's begin. Let's start off by talking about the main part of the recipe, the steak. The cut seems to be a porterhouse because you have a clear visual of the bone, and the size of the tenderloin is quite large, and also the in-game description says it's a massive steak. Disclaimer though, the steak I have has the tenderloin on the opposite side of the exposed bone as the picture, so small visual difference, but it'll be fine. For the seasoning, I'm going pretty simple. Salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and garlic powder. Sprinkle the seasonings over the steak, making sure to cover all the steak and give it a light pat to help the seasoning stick. Don't forget the sides too. The cooking method I'm going to be doing is the reverse sear method, where we cook the steak in the oven and then finish it in a very hot pan. So I'm placing a meat thermometer in and then putting the steak in the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit until the steak is 130 degrees Fahrenheit internal. I'm going for a medium rare, closer to medium. Why? Well, the in-game description says the best way to cook a steak is medium rare, which I agree with, but the steak is actually cooked medium well to be safe. And I don't really want to eat a medium well steak. Preheat a pan on high heat and add oil in. We want the pan to be quite hot as we're just trying to get a sear going, as well as add more flavor with the aromatics and butter. For the aromatics, I'm going to be using fresh rosemary and fresh garlic. Fun fact, I originally used fresh garlic and rosemary as part of the marinade for the steak, but then I ended up with burnt garlic all over the pan and realized that was a mistake. So I'm going with this instead. Place the steak down and sear for 1 minute, and then flip and sear for another minute on the other side. Turn the heat down to medium and then add butter, rosemary, and garlic. Brush the rosemary over the steak and spoon the garlic infused hot foamy butter all over the steak. Set the steak aside to let it rest. While the steak is resting, we can work on the sauce. There's no mention on the sauce in the game, but based off the image alone, it looks like a minced horseradish. So I'm taking a bit of creative liberty here, and I'm making a horseradish based sauce. In a bowl, combine horseradish, sour cream, mayo, and salt. And that's all there is to it. Now it's time for assembly. Place the steak, exposed bone facing upwards, sprinkle chopped herbs like cilantro or parsley over, and then a little cup of the horseradish sauce. And that completes the steak margherita from Wuthering Waves. Cutting into the steak, it's more medium than medium rare, which is what I was going for, and perfectly fine with me honestly. The steak is well seasoned, and the horseradish sauce isn't overpowering. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel and share the video. It really helps a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.